Hello students of class 7. Today in this video I'm going to continue with the next of the portions of the sources of water pollution. So the next source, in the last video I've discussed about the sources like domestic sewage. So what is this domestic sewage? This is actually the way by which the water get polluted because of the domestic use or the domestic purpose. Next is that industrial waste, means the waste which have been created by the industries, and from there how the water is getting polluted. And number 3 that I have discussed about is the farmland waste. So what is this farmland waste? So it is the waste which have been produced by any farmland, and how this waste that have been created by this farmland is polluting the water. Today I am going to describe in this video about the other 3 processes or the sources of the water pollution. So number 1 is the pesticide and herbicides. So these are the sources of the water pollution. So the pesticides and the herbicides are used in the farmland regions or in the agricultural regions. Okay, over there this pesticides and herbicides are used to protect the crop from the attack of the insects. Okay, so some compounds that are used in this particular pesticides and the herbicides are like DDT, then BHC, are very much commonly used in an agricultural land. Okay, and they get easily washed away and falls into or get deposited to any water bodies which are located near to this particular farmland region or agricultural region. And what happens as a result of that, it affects the aquatic life of the nearby water sources. Okay, so when the farmers are applying the pesticides and the herbicides in the crops to protect the crops from the attack of the insects, this after some point of the time when the water is also giving the crops to the women, when the farmer is watering the crops, over at that point of the time, sometimes what happens, this pesticides and the herbicides gets washed up along with the water, and then they are channelized or channeled or falls into the water bodies that are located nearby. Sometimes so what happened due to that, the all these pesticides and the herbicides contains the chemicals like DDC, BHC, all contains harmful chemicals. These harmful chemicals get washed away along with the water, and they are then falling into this water bodies, and the chemicals that are present into the water bodies affects the aquatic animals like aquatic fishes and the plants that are present in the water bodies. Okay, next is the mineral oil. Okay, so this mineral oils means this is the source how the water get polluted by the mineral oil. So what happens, these mineral oils are being transferred from one country to another country. Mineral oil is actually, the examples of the mineral oils are petroleum. Okay, so petroleum is an example of this mineral oil. So every country do not have the petroleum resources. Okay, there are some or few countries in the world which has got this petroleum resources, and all the other country buys the petroleum from those particular countries. Okay, specifically the countries of the Middle Eastern countries has got a huge resource of this petroleum, and most of the countries of the world buy the petroleum from this Middle Eastern countries. Okay, so this oil is being transported or being exported to the countries with the help of the ships. Okay, the ships got tankers, and within the tankers of the ships the minerals are being put and they are being transported from to the other countries, are being sold from the other countries. Sometimes what happens, this mineral oils accidentally get discharged from the ship, and also from sometimes from the steamer into the sea water, and it affects the aquatic life. How it is affecting the aquatic life? We all know that the water and oil never get mixed up with each other. So when this oil is getting spilled from this or getting accidentally discharged from this ships or the from the tankers of the ship or from the tankers of the steamers, what happens after falling into the sea water? It is creating a layer above the water. Okay, when it is creating a layer above the water, what happens, the sunlight is not being able to penetrate into the water, and the oxygen level is also getting affected, okay, in the particular water resources, and the fishes and the plants that are present over there, the aquatic animals that means aquatic animals that are present in aquatic plants that are present over there, they are getting highly affected by this. And sometimes and this causes the water and this is causing the water pollution in this particular sea areas where the accidental discharge of this petroleum is taking place. Next one is eutrophication. Okay, so what is this eutrophication? Sometimes what happens, the nitrogen and phosphorus that helps the growth of the plants gets accumulated in the slow moving water like a lake algae. After this accumulation of the nitrogen and phosphorus in the slow moving water, the lake algae, what they do, they use them as a sources of food and they multiply themselves. Okay, and what, as a result of this multiplication, what happens, the lake becomes or gets choked by the algae and it forms a green slimy layer on the water, and this total process we are calling it as the eutrophication. Okay, so when this algae dies, a large number of the bacteria feeds on this algae, and there is no oxygen, and the bacteria takes so much of the oxygen that there is no oxygen left on the for the living organisms of the lakes like the fishes, nuns, etc., which as a result of that, these animals like the fishes and the snails, etc., die, and thus it becomes stagnant and the lifeless. Okay, so thank you everyone.